Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Universal Sandbox 2. Now on my PC, which is why I'm here. Now, again, this isn't going to be much of, say, a visual check because, this isn't graphically heavy, but it can be heavy on your CPU. So, I'm going to see how far I can take this. Now, the interesting thing about this PC I bought, that's a whiskey, is that it has little lights up front, which is why it's in the office and not in my main room. I'm tired of lights in my room, especially ones that change colors. Anyways, what this does, it tells me the readout from blue to red with green in the middle, how much CPU is being used. So I want to max out this guy because, again, my little Mac, not the Boxer, but the Macintosh computer. Let's focus on you. How do I focus on you? Hold on, can I double click? I forget how to do that. There we go. Now zoom in. Anyways, yeah, the Macintosh I had from 08 was didn't have the most computing power when it comes to video rendering stuff. It's decent enough with video editing, and I'm still going to use it for video editing until I get fully converted over to Adobe Premiere or that computer goes kaput. Anyways, so what I want to do is see how much I could push this. So if I do new, actually let's go to a open existing simulation. What's that? Oh, Earth and many moons. See how well it handles this. Again, it's actually still in the blue. Getting a little bit greener. I should be watching the beauty that is this majestic, destroying majesty. Look at that. Actually, those would combine. Again, it's not a perfect simulator, but it is fun for a consumer. Ooh, look at that. A level. So, interesting. If I get right close. Still blue. So, again, I need some kind of... I know they must have some tests out there, a video and stuff that you can actually do almost a proper test, but I like this test better. Add. Let's add random. No, not star. Let's stick with planets. Rocky planet. There we go. Have fun with that. Still blue, by the way. Oh, look at that. Oh. So there's the main one. Anyways, let's focus on that. That's Pycon. What happened to Earth? Or did Earth get swallowed up by that? Again, this is going to bounce around until it gets big enough, or it gets hurled off. I'm about to say, it was probably going to start attracting everything around it. But I can fix that. Time to erase everything. Poof. Oh, holy cow. Did I make a black hole? I made a black hole. Holy cow. Look at that. That's a fragment, by the way. Still blue. As far as CPU usage is, so that's on the bottom side of not being used at all. So I created a supernova as well as, but look how well it's handling this. I mean, my Mac would freak out with the supernova explosions. That's a bit disconcerting though. But again, this is all happening within days, so. Interesting. All right, add random known star. Oh god, that's getting bright. There's another supernova. There's another supernova. Again, it's not freaking out like my Mac did. This is handling it like a boss. It's now getting a little bit green-yellow though. So it is actually getting up there into the 60% of usage. So this is starting to weigh on the CPU, but again, it's actually doing a decent job. Let's get rid of that. And let's move around this universe that we created. I mean, the gravity around this area is insane. I mean, we have black holes and just these massive stars all rotating around this massive black hole I've created. Oh. Actually, it's going back to green now. But yeah. So yeah, again, this is kind of my impromptu stress test for my new computer. Again, I call her Gladys. That's because I'm very unoriginal. So let's go down here. There we go. So there's the black hole fragment. Which is, there's all the measurements. But look at that. That's the original star I had going around it. But look at it. It all equaled out. I don't see any of the orbital lines interfering with one another. Actually, they are a little bit. But these guys seem to be in perfect orbit. Wow, look at that. Again, you don't want to be here because this right here, all this blue stuff here, is super hot gases. So it's not a friendly place to be despite the gravity and the overwhelming acid trip that is that. But I mean, it's handling it well. Okay, let's move on to another simulation. Saturn with the rings. Oh, this one's beautiful, by the way. So this is essentially Saturn with a lot of the big old chunks shown there. So what Saturn does, and again, this is your drunk physics minute here. It's again a lot of rings and such. There you go, very fast. Anyways, no, what I'm trying to say is the rings was a moon or two that got ripped apart by tidal forces, yada yada. The thing that keeps the rings and segments that you see, because you can see clear lines, is these planets. These planets actually go through and they actually keep areas clean. On top of that, they also keep them in line. So like these two areas here, if there's rocks there, and I think there might be. Again, it's hard to tell what is part of the ring. Anyways, so like there's moons in between the rings that keep the rings both gravity locked between them and keep areas around them clean, so it looks interesting. There you go. Okay, now let's have some fun messing with the rings. I can't leave it well enough alone. Mercury. Let's toss Mercury. Let's see, how do I want to toss Mercury? I want to toss it at the plane of the, like this, watch. Oh, did I do the wrong direction? How about right here? Now you'll see it start to mess with the, all right, let's click off. Click off, there you go. You'll actually, if I did it right, you actually see it start to move some of the rings. There. You actually see it start to raise and lower some of the rocks around the rings. And it's so cool when you do it just right. And I don't think I did. Don't think I had it close enough. Well, I mean, I used Mercury for starters. All right, let's get you right there, Earth. There, look. Starting to interrupt it. But yeah, you almost see it. It can move in waves occasionally, and that's just so cool to see. Oh, look at it. See, it's keeping... Oh. I love space. I love gravity, even though it doesn't love me. Because it's a universal force. It doesn't have feelings. It's not that because I'm an ugly man. It just doesn't have feelings for anyone. At least that's what it told me when it said it didn't take me to prom. There you go. So we done messed that up. But we made it look pretty. Sorry, Galileo. It no longer looks as pretty as you once saw it. Look at that. And handling it like a boss. It's still in the green, by the way my computer is. Doing this for 11 minutes. And we've already destroyed Saturn and created a massive black hole supernova area where nothing can sim. Alright, let's have some more fun with this. Jupiter. Let's give you a little bit of a proper. There we go. And then there. And let's just add a bunch of them. Have fun with that. Actually, here, let's just... Again, I'm doing a stress test. Don't wuss out. Starting to get a little bit greener. Which again, green is the middle point. Looks like Saturn. Oh, look at all the rocks. Oh, they all got destroyed. By the way, one of these will start colliding, forming a sun, and eventually it'll make it like a supernova also. Everything I do tends to end up in the supernova. The rocks are falling back into the strong gravity of this area here. Look at that. This guy is falling back down into the strong gravity of this area. And again, some of them are going to be kicked out like that guy there. But Saturn is no more, by the way. He got eaten up by one of these mega Jupiters. And all the rocks are now kind of just floating off in nothingness. Looks like none of them have reached... Oh no, are these sun levels now? Getting back to blue. Alright, time to really... There we go. I want to get this thing to red. The sensor at my front, see if I could actually cause it to freak out enough. Come on. So there's a couple suns by now, I would imagine, how much gas I have floating around there. But of course, they're all floating off into nothingness. Hold on. Do I have it on orbit? Yeah, I do have an orbit. Let's have it on still. Right there in the middle. See if I could make something strong enough to pull them all back to each other. It's getting a little bit green. There we go. Come back to the middle. You know you want to. How much do I have to add before it explodes? Because that thing there should be massive. Only 6 Jupiters. Then again, I guess a lot is being lost into explosions. But I'm just having fun. Testing this thing out. Still haven't seen any like hard rendering issues. Oh well. Let's have some real fun. Stars. Stars. Wonderful stars. Boom. That'll pull everything in. Now this is gonna get fun here, because that's enough mass to be interesting. Because again, think of it as a flat rug. We just put a giant bowling ball in the middle. So now everything's going to fall down into that bowling ball. Oh, that's... When did I put Mercury in there? Did I see Mercury in there somewhere? That's good whiskey. How are you doing, son? 1.6 of its own mass so far. Oh, look at it. See, it's burning the gas off. That's beautiful. A lot more of these. See, like, it's almost like the comet trail. So if I do... Excuse me. If I do this... Oh, there it goes. And there's the fragments, and it's gone. We supernova that guy. All right. Hold on. Oh, dear Lord. Guard your ears. Something got in the back of my throat and didn't want to go away. Explosion after explosion. And these aren't no normal explosions. These are supernovas. Oh. By the way, handling my CPU's handling it like a champ. Alright, whatever heavy thing can we go for? Open thing. I mean, I'm only creating supernova after supernovae. So, supernova in a galaxy. What's this? Oh. That is, oh, that's a good one to test it out on. Where's the, oh, how about this one? Ah, beautiful, beautiful death. See, it'll be real fun, and again, it's asking too much of a simple program. But if I could actually like have two moons collide, turn into particles, not particles, dust, rocks, and actually try to form my own ring around the Earth, because eventually the collapsing moons. Oh, the moon will be broken up by tidal forces, I believe. But again, that happens, I believe. Is that before or after the sun goes not supernova, red giant, and swallows up the see here, solar system and all possible dwarf planets. Look how much objects we know about just in our own universe, galaxy, solar system. So here's Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, what is Neptune? There's Uranus, and there's Neptune. Now see, here is all of the Plutoids and dwarf planets, which is why we don't call Pluto a planet anymore. If you look, Pluto is... Where's Pluto in all this? Wow, where is Pluto even further out? No. There's Eris, Sun. Are those where are you, Pluto? But that's the whole point, is Pluto is surrounded, now that we have better telescopes, kind of surrounded by all these guys here. So essentially, it's surrounded by similar objects. So if we called Pluto a planet, then it was Xena was the one that really made this perdant. Is then we'd have to call them all planets. So but just look how much is out there. There's Quasar, or Quasar. You wouldn't name it Quasar because that's actually a type of star. There's Vala. There's Eris. Let's see, if Neptune's here, the orbit should be elliptical. Is that Phalos? I don't see Pluto out here. Yep, poor Pluto's been demoted, but it's now the first dwarf planet we found, or Plutoin. A supernova up in real time. Oh wow, it changed color quick on that one. There it is. Hot expanding gas. Again, this right now is already out past Pluto. Or not Pluto, Mercury. So this is all happening with 22 seconds. Now admittedly it can't be faster than the speed of light, given that nothing with mass can go faster than the speed of light. But, mute point. By the way, I want to go back to this because... Yellow. My CPU is now telling me yellow. So this is about 75%. Not 75, yeah, 75%. It's getting a little bit darker there occasionally, but this is a lot for it to process. So, this is a nice test. Again, it's a, binary pulsar. Again, this is real time. And this is stuff stretched out. I mean, these things blast out so much energy if the initial burst that creates it can actually wipe out planets. So, what's this? Solar system, planet, and moons. Yeah, see, Jupiter. Look at that. Mars has 2. Earth has 1, of course. Venus, none. Mercury, none. Neptune. So there you go. See how barren it looks without all the dwarf planets out there? Evidence for 9th planet. Oh, right. This is the 9th planet. So, so it's not so much Neptune, because Neptune's already had a weird orbit. That's why how they found Pluto, because they were looking for Planet X, which wasn't Pluto. It's something like Planet 9 that would actually cause Neptune to get out of orbit. But it was just bad data. But still, Yeah, so I guess there's actually some data about the way these guys are circling that would suggest that there's an object causing their orbits to go funky. Any idea what the Planet 9 would look like? You're guessing gas? 10 times the size of Earth, so it's much bigger than... It'd be, again, it's interesting to think that, because remember that map we saw with all the dwarf planets, because that was along this plane here. So there would be a lot of dwarf planets all circling around this area on this plane. So this should sweep through there and just pull on those guys like mad. Because again, by comparison, they're Pluto-sized planets. Solar system, non-moons. Ah, so here's another one with all the dwarf planets and everything. Excuse me. But yeah, like I said, so this was the plane. The ninth planet kind of came in through here and then up through there. So you think it would... Oh, what's that? Oh, go full screen. Already am full screen, ain't I? Look at that. What else do we got? Oh yeah, there was a galaxy colliding with itself. Where is it? A super type 1A? No. It's where the two, the solar system, the Milky Way and Andromeda collide with each other. Where's that one? Ooh, these ones are interesting. Oh, I have to hit play? No, it's going by itself. Hi. Is anyone going to move? Should I speed up time? Or should I turn on gravity? Sim. Gravity. Oh, gravity's at 0? Oh, what the hell? Did I just make a black hole? I did. Because I turned up the gravity by that much. Okay, my bad. I'm accidentally creating a lot of black holes today. Gravity. How did it... There we go. Holy cow, look at that. That's pretty. Wow, that's almost like a firework. Anyways. How long has this been? This has been 24 minutes of nothingness. Okay. Collapsing what? Oh, another one of these. What am I looking for? Many stars. Okay, yeah. I'm looking for... They had it initially where there was a two galaxies, ours and Andromeda, colliding into each other. What's this? Anti-galaxy? Oh, what the hell's this? Oh, God, that's amazing. And I got it up to yellow. Star Swarm. But where was it? It was one of the first ones, from what I can tell. Because it was one of the earlier ones I kept looking at. But yeah, again, this was just me randomly playing around, trying to find a good test for the stress out my CPU. Die Swarm. Oh, here it is, Galaxy Collision. So this one's beautiful. Because again, there's a lot of calculation to this thing. Now, I assumed it was us and Andromeda, but this is what happened here. Is our galaxies in a collision course with another one. But of course, as everyone always points out, this is going to happen billions of years after the sun swells up and eats the Earth anyways. So, but look at that. So cool. Anyways, I'm ending the video here. I'm just going to let this play out in silence while I sit back and watch. So thanks again for watching. I just did wanted to do a quick video that ended up being 30 minutes. Just wanted to test out my new system and see how it looked. Otherwise, yeah, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.